scalenes,
Yeah.
some
Occipitals.
I never can say that word.
Yeah, so remember he was doing a test here too, where we get the head at 45 degrees, and we're going to just feel how they move, and where's his restrictions at. We get a little bit right here, and a little bit right there. So remember, what they did is have them rotate back against you, this way. There you go, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. And then I'll have you rotate back against me. Again, 3, 2, 1, let it go. Good. Then also, remember, you could just use the eyes and just look left. There you go, 3, 2, 1, look right. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Okay, so that's a way to, decompensate that area. And then once again, this traction is always good. Trying to create space in those cervical vertebra. Is that tender? No. Yeah. Then, okay, so now I'm going to have you turn on your side facing that way, I guess. There's where we go into the SCMs.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to see you grab her throat.
Okay, so what I'm going to have her do is put
That sounds
her
awesome.
hand down
I know.
side. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here right at the area where the SCMs are coming from the clavicles.
Man, that looks like that hurts.
And I'm going to raise her head, and I'm just going to go into right there, get a little of that, and then I'm going to try to rotate her against me, and I'm just going to put a little stretch on that. It might be a little tender. You feel it?
Yes. It's like I want to see this. You're grabbing
Now she could rotate, and then I lose it.
Her face. You're grabbing the SCM and then rotating it and
Yeah, what I try to do is I come down here and find it around the sternal notch, and then I'm going to try to get my fingers right in there. And now when I rotate her, it pops out.
And you're rotating it that way.
I'm rotating it against me, and then I'm going to put a little pressure in there. Then I can come in here and kind of grab
that's sore,
it.
isn't it?
A little tender.
Is that sore, Laura?
No, it's not.
Really?
Just
But
where
it
he's
feels pretty
grabbing.
good.
That feels good, what he's doing.
Okay.
The actual
And
grab
then
hurts.
the other thing is when I go in here, I'm going to come in and then you'll see this area right back in here. And what I'm going to do is have her rotate back in here. Now I can find right in front of the traps, and I'm going to go down there.
That's the little triangle.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of getting some
That feels so
room all the way through.
So she's completely passive.
Well, no, she's holding.
Okay.
Yeah, I want her to try to be passive. Just let your head go. There you go. Now I can get to her.
But so she should be passive.
She should be.
Okay. Laura.
Well, everybody wants to
Jeez.
help, right? So I'm right on those tubercles and just working those anterior scalenes. Just kind of putting some compression in there, and that's all. Okay. Then I'm gonna have you turn on your back. Okay. So this is not a Dalton technique. This is a Charlie Peebles technique.
I like those. That's okay.
And so, what also on those SCMs, I'll rotate them here because these are the guys that get really tight, and I'll have them lift their head against me, and they get a pop. And so I can find them here. Usually I don't have them do that because I'm used to feeling in there, and I'm just going to go right in that mastoid process where it connects, and this is the area that can get really tender. This don't feel too bad for her, but some people are really bad. So if this is good, then I'm going to come down here right on that sternal notch and go right across those SCMs right through here, just kind of putting a little, just kind of rubbing through there, and I'll feel in that notch, if it's okay. And then I'll come over here, same thing on this side. I'm going to come up here to the top. This is a little bit, not too bad, right through there. And what I try to do is I try to go around the front of it, putting pressure all around it. See where it's really tight, right where it connects, right up in here, because that's going to be the areas that's more dense with connective tissue, and where we get a lot of sticky acids, and just kind of try to facilitate some
Sticky what?
acids, you know, all that hydro.
That wasn't what you heard. Okay, it is what you heard. Okay.
Hydronic acid, that ground substance that changes from a gel to liquid. So I'm just trying to facilitate it changing in there. And hers is pretty good, so I'm going to go down here on this side, let it rotate back. The other thing is when I go this way, I'm putting it on stretch. When I come back this way, it gets a little more relaxed. I like to work where it's relaxed. Okay. Also, kind of rotate this way, work in here. Now this side's going to be stretched. Try not to work the muscle when it's stretched too much, because then it's tended to be a little bit more apt to be a little more tender because it's all stretched out and tight. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so we try to put slack in the muscle. So this muscle, this SCM, when it contracts, it rotates the head this way, right? Because here it is, it pulls in that direction. So when it contracts, it helps rotate this way. Okay, so if I move it to this side, and she's not, I want you to just relax. You can see when she relaxes. It should kind of not be so, it shouldn't be so prevalent. And we can feel some tenderness. It's nice and loose. So if I have it rotated this way, you can see as soon as she tries to rotate that way, it pops up. But here is the shortest distance between the origin to insertion, so you should be able to get some slack. Okay. You also can rotate the head back towards taking the insertion back to the origin, put slack in it, and then you can go into a little bit more. So you can work those SCMs that way. And on the anterior scalenes, what I like to do too is go in here and check for that first rib. I'm going to also be on the anterior scalenes right here where I touch the first rib. And both of her first ribs are in pretty good shape. You can feel that. Right there where I hit a stop, that's first rib. So most of the time what you'll feel on people, and I want you to check it when you work with your client, with your partner, is the left side will be a little elevated compared to the right. And I don't know if that seems to be a pattern for most right-handed people.
So let's just again with the patterns.
Okay. So let's try some of those on you.